Again, I'm Jackie, this is my friend Nicole, and we are here talking about Yoga Posture Labs 101. Today we're going to talk about Eagle Pose. So the goal of Eagle is to compress all 12 major joints in the body. So you're talking about the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. You could basically get away, modification-wise, with just bending the knees, pressing the hips, knees, and ankles together, taking your wrist, your elbows, and your shoulders and pressing everything toward the midline of the body, and you are already getting the goal of the pose. If you are ready to move forward past just the compression, then you move into the fuller expression of the posture. So from here, I would just have Nicole inhale. No, yeah, I could stay forward. Inhale and bring your arms up. And then on the exhale, she's going to wrap the right elbow on bottom. And then again, the compression is taking place where her shoulders are pressed down, but everything is pushing midline. And with the resistance of the elbows and the wrists moving together, that's accomplishing that task. Then she'll bend the knees on an exhale and sit the hips back. And then at that point, it's all about pushing the hips, the knees, and the ankles toward the midline. She'll take the right leg when she's ready and wrap it over the left thigh. And then the idea at that point is going to press that right and left leg toward each other. It will help her tremendously. And a lot of the times when you're sitting down, finding your balance is going to help you when you start to stack your joints. So I'll have her pull her shoulders back over her hips, and then sit the hips back, and then tilt the tailbone down. That's going to help lock you into a more stable position for Eagle. Keeping the shoulders and the elbows basically at the same height. If you want to stretch deeper into the mid part of the back, you can lift the elbows up a little bit higher and then bring the hands forward away from your face. Ooh. Yeah. That's all right. Just remember, squeeze and tilt that down. Tilt it more. There you go. And then see if you can lift and push the hands away. Keep going. You feel how it's stretching deeper? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, go ahead and inhale and come up. And then exhale, relax and release. And of course, you're going to do this on both sides. But those of you that are teachers, just keep in mind that when they're wrapped, like their arms are wrapped, if they lift their elbows up and bring their hands forward like this, it's going to, go ahead and turn to the side, it's going to open up the space a little bit lower back here between the shoulder blades. Go ahead and wrap them again. And just pull them straight down toward your chest, all the way down. And pull them in. So now we're working way up here. So when the elbows are close to the chest, way up here. But then as soon as you start to lift them up and then pull the hands away, do you feel like push, 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 push? You feel how it dropped here. Okay. Yeah, so it just changes the dynamics on where you're feeling the stretch the most. But the big thing is keep those hips level. Go ahead and bend down. And then you don't have to cross or anything, but tilt the hips up and down. Hips can tilt back and forth like this. Good, thanks. And so you may have to come behind them once they're actually wrapped, and you may have to tell them to tilt. Like if their right leg is over their left, they may have to tilt that right hip down and bring that left hip up. So that's just another thing to kind of keep in mind when you're actually watching your students. You want everything to be in alignment. That tailbone, as soon as it tilts down, all of a sudden their whole body just comes into a nice locked and firm position and they feel stable again. All right. Hope that helps with Eagle Pose. Ciao.